Hey everybody, it's Mr. Clayton here, and I'm here today with Miss Rebecca. We're going to go run you guys through class number 4, flexibility, and this is for your core skills class. And we're going to go ahead and start off with our warm-ups today, so make sure you guys have something to drink nearby and you guys are ready to have some fun. All right, Miss Rebecca, let's go ahead and scoot it back a little bit for our ultimate exercises. So first one is going to be our super slides for this one. So for this one, Miss Rebecca is going to have her arms out. She's going to reach every single time. She's going to pull her arms in, reverse her hands, and then push her body forward as she does this. So Miss Rebecca is reaching now. She's going to pull and then push her body through. Excellent. Pulling and pushing. You can see the pull, and then you can see the reverse push. And she's going to do this down the mat, down your floor, carpeted area, wherever you guys got. Excellent job, Miss Rebecca. From here, we'll rotate around, and next one is going to be the plyos. For this one, what we're looking for is continuous long jumps. Miss Rebecca is looking to actually rock on her heels, push through her toes, and jump. And this is going to be a continuous motion going down the mat or whatever space you have. Ready, Miss Rebecca? Go. Boom. And you hear there's no sound as she is doing those jumps and as she is landing. Great job. From here, Miss Rebecca will lay down, and she's going to have her head facing one direction, feet to the other. She's going to have her hands up, her feet together, and she's going to do her stomach rolls as she rolls down the mat, trying to stay in a straight line. This works very well when you have feet and hands off the floor, and you can roll smooth. Excellent job, and time, Miss Rebecca. You saw she stayed in a straight line. The final exercise is your reverse crab walks. So from here, Miss Rebecca will face the opposite direction, not looking where she is going, and she's going to keep her belly high and moving down the mat from here. Ready, begin. Walking backwards. Parents, make sure you have a good spot to tell them when to stop, so that way they don't crash into anything near them. Parents, at any point in time during this video, feel free to pause it so that way your ninja can go back through any of these exercises for multiple reps. Say flexibility! Flexibility! So today we're going to go over flexibility. We have 3 tips that you're going to utilize to make your flexibility even better. First one, say leg straight. Leg straight. Whenever we're working today on any of our stretches, we want to try to keep our leg as straight as we can to make sure that our muscles are getting nice and strong. Say control. Control. You want to make sure that you're controlling your ability to stretch on this one, so as you go through your stretches, you control the height of each kick to make sure that you are getting a little bit better. And then say slightly past. Slightly past. So for everyone, again, to build up flexibility, it will be a little bit uncomfortable. So we want to stretch slightly past our tolerance level to make sure that we can develop proper flexibility. If we never actually push ourselves to be a little uncomfortable, we'll never develop those high, crazy, awesome kicks like Miss Rebecca has. So we're going to go ahead and run you guys through a couple fun drills today. Miss Rebecca, are you ready to have some fun? Yes, sir. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get you guys set up with a game we like to call pillow slides. Again, if maybe your pillows aren't sliding on carpet, paper plates, or even just paper in general is a really good substitute because that's an easy thing to slide for your students, or even socks. Those work too. So what we're going to do is we're going to have these 2 pads set up. They're going to be facing down, and Miss Rebecca's going to put her feet on top. When I say go, she's going to slide one foot out as far as she can into a middle split until her hands hit the floor. She'll pull her rear foot in, turn her body around, and then she will finish off by pushing her other leg forward. She'll continue this motion all the way down the mat, and then she'll finish. Ready, Miss Rebecca? Sure. Let's have some fun. We'll scoot back a little. Let's go right there. All right, and let's begin. So she slides out, hands come down. Now the rear foot moves. If the other one moves, she's not going to be going too far very fast. And then she's out again. Very good depth on the split. She pulls it up, and let's get one more. And slides out. Excellent job from there. So again, parents, I want you guys to pause the video and go for multiple reps, increasing the distance, the length, or even changing up what they're standing on. Great job, Miss Rebecca. All right, guys, moving up to drill number 2. This game is called Crazy Eights. Ever say Crazy Eights? Crazy Eights. For this game, what we're going to be working on is the students' flexibility with their round kicks on this one. We're going to utilize 2 noodles. You guys can utilize your arms if you trust your ninja a lot, or you guys can find something that will also extend your reach out a little bit. What's going to happen is the students will stand with their guarding stance. They'll extend their front leg, and they're going to draw an 8 through the actual noodles that we have. What Miss Rebecca is aiming to do is keep her leg up off the floor, and every time that she makes an 8, that is 1. We're going to start by aiming for 3 8s drawn. All right, Miss Rebecca, are you ready? Miss Rebecca wants to make sure that as she does this, she keeps her leg up the entire time to really increase her flexibility. Ready, Miss Rebecca? Let's try it. Going through, and 1, 2, 3. Easy cheesy. And again, parents, you guys can make this game a little bit harder by switching the feet that they use, increasing the reps, or even increasing the height of the noodle as they go through. Go ahead and pause the video and go through a few more rounds using some of those examples we just went through. All right, guys, so now we're going to move to our partner stretches for class number 4, flexibility. So, first one is going to be our surfing stretch. So I'm going to hang 10 on Miss Rebecca real fast. She's going to lay down on her belly. I'm going to go ahead and get over her knees, and I'm just going to sit down from here, making sure that I keep her legs on the floor. I'm then going to reach, grabbing her wrist, and then slowly pull her upper body off the ground until she says stop. And we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could even go for longer on that one if you guys please. 10, 15 seconds. Pause the video at any point in time to go through these. All right. So our next one is going to be our standing hamstring stretch. For this one, I'll be standing. Miss Rebecca is actually going to be on her back. What's going to happen is for this one, she's going to lift one leg up in the air. We're going to step through, and we're going to have one foot over the other, and we're going to slowly push the hamstring forward until Miss Rebecca says, stop. Hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, and easy. And then from there, we'll put it down and then switch. And same thing from here. 5, 4. Did you say stop yet? Oh, maybe not. Oh, stop. There he goes. 5, 4, 3, 2. And nice job. Easy. So our next stretch is going to be called the seesaw stretch. So for this one, me and Miss Rebecca will actually get back to back, and we're going to lock arms from here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to work together on this one. Again, do your best to work with your ninja on this. Again, the height difference may be a factor. But for this one, we're going to lean forward, placing our hips into their back, and just slowly lifting them off. And we'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly put them back down. Excellent job. All right, so now we're going to move on to our final stretch, which is the sitting belt pull. So for this one, Miss Rebecca will sit down in her center straddle. I will sit down as well, and I'm going to move my feet in a little closer on this one, a little close to the calves, and then I'm going to reach forward and reach for the belt. Make sure it's nice and tight here. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to be pulling her hips forward on this one. So I'm going to stay close to the belt, and I'm going to pull forward until Miss Rebecca says, stop. And we'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and excellent job. And those are going to be your partner stretches for Core Skills Class 4.